School has officially started, summer has semi-officially ended, and that means I am back for my 2-week break, which also means it's time to show you the sneaky secret that I learned to hack an absolutely gorgeous and totally trendy number cake. This is how to cook like a food stylist.
Get out, get away.
I am not a trained chef, but I am a full-time foodie photographer to be exact. I've created a 6-figure career from my kitchen table. Come on into my studio where we'll cook not just good food, but gorgeous food. I'm Brooke Lark, and this is how to cook like a food stylist. Have you seen these cakes trending on Instagram? They're number cakes, sometimes letter cakes, and they look like 2 layers of a really nice thin cookie. It's actually a tart crust, and then they are topped with some beautiful whipped cream or some kind of whippy frosting. And then, of course, the most beautiful thing about these things are that they have all of these incredible toppings, fresh fruit, fresh flowers, and then these 2 little numbers are set side by side as the ultimate birthday gift. I absolutely love these cakes. However, when I started looking into some of the recipes, I realized that they're a little bit advanced, not crazy advanced, but sometimes I just want an easy shortcut so that I get the final product, but I don't have to do all of the cooking in the kitchen. So I hit the kitchen and started playing with a couple of ideas and came up with this super simple hack. Instead of making your own tart dough, rolling it out and cutting it into the perfect shape, you can actually use pre-made puffed pastry to get almost the exact same look and in just a matter of minutes. So check this out. Here is how to make your very own number cake in about 20 minutes or less. So for every single number that you need to thaw 2 pieces of puffed pastry dough. And you can find this really quickly and easily in just about any grocery store in the freezer section. Take each of the slices out for about a half hour to an hour and just let them thaw. And they'll go from rock solid to just nice and wiggly. Then we're gonna open that dough right up and then just cut it into 2 numbers. Seriously, could this be simpler? I think not. So you want your numbers to be about 2 inches thick. Now you can freestyle this, that's what I like to do, but I have a little bit of scrapbooking lettering experience, so lettering doesn't scare me. If it totally scares you, don't panic. You can actually just print off a paper-sized number, or you can draw it on a paper and then just cut that number out of the paper and then use the knife around that as your template. So easy, you don't have to have major artistic skills here. I am going with the number 37 today, not because it's my 37th birthday, although I would not be sad about that, but because I'm about to hit 37,000 Instagram followers, and for the first time I want to be ready to celebrate when we hit that number. Obviously, if you're making this for a birthday party, you're going to cut out the age of the birthday boy or girl. You can also cut out letters. The thing that I love about this cake is it is super customizable, and you can really make it anything that you want it to be. Okay, with layer 1 done, I'm going to open up that second sheet of puffed pastry, place the number that I just cut out right on top, and then use that number as my template, so I have 2 pieces that are the exact same shape. Time to transfer each layer separately onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Okay, we're gonna smear on a really, really thin layer of apricot preserves. You can use a spoon to just create a thin layer, or you can use a basting brush. Either option works. Okay, time to bake. We are going to put this in the oven for 12 minutes, and then at exactly 12 minutes, you're gonna start looking at it, checking it, because this goes fast. I know, because this is my 5th batch of numbers today. If you undercook, it's gonna sink in the center. If you overcook, it'll get really brown, almost black. So you just wanna keep your eye on it. You're looking for a nice medium golden brown with the edges really nice and crisp, but not overcooked. Okay, I started with the number 7, so we're gonna go ahead and start decorating this while we wait for our 3s. Now, once it all comes out of the oven, the first and most important thing is you have got to let it cool. Not just a little, completely. You cannot frost this cake if it is remotely hot. So stick it in the freezer, let it sit for a couple of minutes, whatever it takes. Once this is cool, you're ready to frost. I have prepared a mascarpone whipping cream frosting, and so this has been all pre-whipped, and I've stuck it in the freezer because I want it super duper cold so I can get as much stiffness from it as possible. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pipe little stars right onto one of my 7s. Now gently place that second number right on top and then pipe again. And that is it. It is time to decorate. Now you can decorate this with anything. On a lot of number cakes we see berries and fresh mint. I got a little bit into this color scheme that I started to see at the supermarket, and so I am going to decorate with some fresh figs because look at this gorgeous pink color. And the very last little pint of pink rose colored raspberries. I love these. And then it's cotton candy grape season, and so I grabbed some of those as well. This really stunning little kiss of blush color on the green I think is gonna look gorgeous. And then I also found these hyacinths. Can we just dye a little bit? I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the bottom of each hyacinth with a little bit of tape because I wanna make sure that the flower part is not touching any of the edible part, but I do so wanna put these on top of the cake. Some pretty pastel macarons are gonna tie it all together. Time to decorate. Okay, our 3s are out of the oven. They are nice and cooled. And if you remember the way that the 7s looked before I iced them, this is definitely the look that you are going for. I had overcooked the 7s ever so slightly, and like I said, it's a minute of difference. So just keep a really close eye on it, and once it gets to this really nice orange, you are ready to rock. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this side, and then we are ready to shoot, and you are ready to eat. I mean, seriously, this is way more fun than making a traditional cake. Okay, it's pretty, it's quick, and now it's shot, and I literally cannot wait to take a bite of this. The fruit, the light whippy cream, those layers of puff pastry. It's all the good things in life.
If you were a clock, I'd be the hands.
I am so insanely in love with the bohemian colors and just the light pastels and the way that this came out. But truly, you can use any topping. If you have fresh raspberries, or fresh blueberries, or blackberries, absolutely gorgeous on top as well. And now it's time to dive in. I'm gonna tell you how it tastes. Making this recipe with the puff pastry makes it a little bit closer to a Napoleon. So if you know traditional French pastry, you can kind of expect that this is less of a cake and more of a light, fluffy pastry with cream. Close to an eclair, but obviously so much prettier. Those light, flaky, buttery layers, I'm so excited. What is not to love? And the cotton candy grapes on there, oh, that is delicious. That cream, I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy. Thank you for joining me for this episode of How to Cook Like a Food Stylist. Join me next time. I am gonna show you my twist on shrimp and grits. Autumn food is here, and this is a recipe you do not want to miss. If you want this recipe, go ahead and head over to brookelark.com, and it's over there that I share some of my finished shots as well. So for those of you who want to see the pictures that I have taken after today's session, brookelark.com, that's where it all is. You guys, you can cook, but why not cook beautifully? That is why we're here. Hit subscribe because I'm going to keep giving you recipes that aren't just good, they're gorgeous. Tune in next time, hit subscribe, and I will see you. Happy eating.
You take off your coat.
Share a bunch of the finished shots. You want to, oh my gosh, why can I not say words today? And we're just gonna parp it. That's such a dumb word. Okay.